Today is the Chhaya Tithi of Sri Gurudev. You know what is Chhaya Tithi? In the Hindu methodology, Chhaya Tithi is a day, is that exact day in which day one soul left his body for his heavenly abode. And this is Pitra Paksha. In the Hindu methodology, there are certain month which is called Pitra Paksh. It is month of Ashwin Masa. And in Ashwin Masa, when the Krishna Paksh is started, it means that Krishna Paksh is the lunar Paksh. When the month start from Purnima and end at the Paksh of Amavasya, these particular days are called Pitra Paksh days, and these are special days in which we offer our offerings to our Pitra, our forefathers, who has gone for his heavenly abode. So what is duty for our forefathers? Yogarshi Sri Kapil, our master, says that we should give offerings to our forefathers because they have brought us, they have nourished us very lovingly. So it is our duty to offer our Shraddha, our love, our affection to forefathers by offerings, the prayers, and this is called Tarpan. You know what is Tarpan? This is a unique method of Hindu methodology to give offerings to their forefathers. In this Tarpan method, we offer water, we offer some types of grains to our forefathers with the holy chant of Vedic mantras. And these Vedic mantras are especially made, they are the carry lifters, they are the carriers of our offerings to the forefathers, to the Godheads. So there are two types of worship, one for the Godheads and one for the Pitras, one for the forefathers. And these are the special offerings for the forefathers, and we all are collectively here assembled to give our offerings to our forefathers. And this is the particular day in which we accept the divine blessings of our masters. We all are here gathered to receive that divine blessings which one can feel in the trance mood, in the trance dhyan. You know, all the divine blessings, all the divine kripa which we feel in the dhyan, in the meditations, can be easily felt by the collective prayers. A collective prayers has much strength to incarnate the divine, and that divine will incarnate by the collective aspirations. When the so many hearts aspire for the God, the divine grace at once incarnated himself upon our heart. So it is very important, and in our Hindu culture, in our Hindu custom, we all collectively do our prayers. This is our temple. This temple means that our Godheads reside here. We establish the idol of our Godheads, and we have certain fixed types of customs for the worshipping of our idols. And that place where we offer our worship to the idols are called temples. And often we organize some types of functions in our temples to have collective prayers. So that collective prayers has very significance in achieving the spiritual strength. We have taught the mankind how to practice the spiritual journey with the collections. Although the spiritual journey is a personal matter, how much we are developed in our spiritual sight, in our spiritual journey, it only depends upon the purification of our hearts. But consequently, we can do all these things collectively also. And Mother Pondicherry says that the collective meditations has so many powers. When we collectively sit anywhere and pray to our God, it means that a deep essence of aspiration goes straight forward to the gods, and so the grace comes to us. So it is the beautiful, it is the very effective procedure, it is the effective process of worshipping of our Hindu for the forefathers, and so we have collected here to give our offerings, and it is called the Pitra Karma. So I have introduced you with the Pitra Karma of Hindu methodology. Thank you.